Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Syracuse Orange. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Back. It's Sands. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They'll run it here. Running through the tackle.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Wolf. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Receiver in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's stoned. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To the air, it's Keene. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make... Defense pay for that as well.
Here comes the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for completion. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Syracuse lines up quickly.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw. It's Sands. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Well, your Hawaii has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's wide open. Look out. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Syracuse has moved into the red zone. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Back to throw. It's Sands. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points. The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. They'll ride the back again here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The offense with a major gamble here. Going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Stone. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
He'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Back to throw. It's Keene. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
The receiver looked a little bit sloppy getting out of that break slow and forced the quarterback to be late with the ball, and it made it easy for the defender to break on the pass.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Stone. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. The tackle him after a shot. They get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Look out, he's in the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll run it from the gun. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back. It's Sams. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, that is great discipline by this defense to break up the ball there on that comeback.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Design quarterback run. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Game moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. The back's got it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
BAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see what the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Keene. He escapes the pocket. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. A deep shot to the right. Catch made down inside the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
2nd down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Hawaii.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking to pass. It's Sams. Gets rid of it on the move. Makes the grab. It's Wood. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Slides with the throw. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Man, And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Quick throw caught on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down after that previous play. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught quickly. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with the secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the wideout goes in motion. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for a man. Defense is coming after him. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to boot it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And that punt will just bounce away from the returner and out of bounds, so no return. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Back to pass. It's Sands. Makes a quick grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught. Second down now. Looking for a gap. It's Wood. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. That run sets up a critical third down play. Did he get there on the ground? Looks like Syracuse will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here's the second down play. The shotgun handoff here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Try and muscle for the first down. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket. He makes the catch. It would be enough.
Oh, that nigga was out of bounds. You know he's out. You gonna waste your time out.
They rule him out of bounds, so a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Pressure is coming. Pass ball is incomplete. There's a flag down. Did the receiver push off to get separation? This time the pass interference call goes against the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. And the Rainbow Warriors hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Direct snap to the back. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Might have to try the extra point.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Sands. The pass is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Oh, he throws it back. Going to try to use his legs here. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Back in motion now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in. Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on second and goal. QB keeper all the way. Stop there for no gain, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Well, Hawaii has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Hawaii.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Hawaii. This air attack is still...